Okay, now we're on part 3 of using the apostrophe in possessives. And the first example I have here for you is the story of Romeo and Juliet. Now you'll notice, and we talked about this earlier, I have used the word of. But if I want to write it as a possessive, I have Romeo and Juliet's story. Okay? What we have here, if we have shared ownership, then we have the apostrophe only for the second owner. Okay? We don't put it on Romeo, we just put it on Juliet, and that means they are both sharing the story. Now we have a different situation. We have the inventory of Barnes and Noble. So if we want to get rid of the of and use an apostrophe to make it possessive, then we would have Barnes and Noble. That's the name, that's the owner, inventory. Now the reason we only do it after the second name here is because it's a business name. And then again, it's only after the second owner. Okay, I want to show you this one in a couple of ways. We have a delay of a month. That would be a month's delay. All right, A means 1 month. Therefore, we would have a month's. Owner does not end in S, so I add apostrophe S and go there. Let's say I had a delay of 2 months. Then I would have 2 months. My owner is now months. And it does end in S. Is it plural? Yes. So I only add an apostrophe and it would be like that. Okay? You might need to replay that because I did go through that a little bit quickly. Okay? Now, we have a brother and a sister. They share one car. And so the car belongs to both of them. If we were going to make this into a apostrophe sort of form, we would have Mark, and Jean's car. And again, it belongs only, they share it, so it belongs to both. And the apostrophe is only on the second. Okay? Okay. Now we're going to get a little weird, but it's going to make you think, I hope. Let's say the wording is cars of Mark and Jean. Now, if they both own both cars, so we share ownership, then it would be Mark, and Jean's cars. But if what we have, each of them has a car, then it's going to be Mark's and Jean's cars. Then each owns a car. Okay? This last one I want to talk about has to do with family names. And sometimes what we have is a case of, we talk about, for instance, the house of the Johnson family. Okay? Now, if it's a family, it's more than one person. So then we could go house of the Johnsons. And we could go the Johnsons' house. Now, if it is the Johnson's house, the house belongs to more than one Johnson. Therefore, the owner is Johnson's. It does end in S, and we put an apostrophe after it because it's plural. Okay? Notice up here, the one right before it, that is just a plural. It doesn't need any apostrophe. It's just plural. But with the second one, if it belongs to the whole family, then it would be Johnsons, the Smiths, the Jacksons, whatever it is. If it's owned by the whole family, then your owner would be the whole family, like Johnsons, Jacksons, with an S on it. Then because it's ends in S and it's a plural, then the apostrophe goes after the owner. All right. The last thing I'm going to talk about is very important because you use no apostrophes here. And that is possessive pronouns. And we have things like, it is my car, it is mine. It is your car, it's yours. It is the dog's tail, it's its tail, if you don't know the gender. It's his car, it's his. It's her car, it's hers. That's a kind of interesting one because we do end up adding an S on that one. It's our car, it's ours. It's your car, meaning, or your problem, meaning all of you. It's yours. And it's their car, it is theirs. And you will notice not a single one of these has an apostrophe because the ownership is in the definition of the word. So you don't need an apostrophe to show it. The word already means possessive. So yours, its, hers, ours, none of those ever, ever, ever need an apostrophe. And that ends the lesson on apostrophes. And you should check the website easygrammar.net to see if I have some exercises up for these, and eventually I will, so you might keep checking back. Good luck.